My brothers and sisters, hello. Welcome back to Soul Talk. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, what I want to talk about is ignoring your true purpose or stepping further into it. Now, the truth is, everyone has the ability to be a healer. What does it mean to be a healer? You are an embodiment of love. The greatest healing ability that we have is love. And to be a healer, you hold space for others healing themselves. So many people don't want you to know that because maybe they think they wouldn't be successful if they told people that they really could do it all themselves. But the thing is that we need one another. In this human experience, we need one another. Our bodies yearn to be touched by each other. There is a chemical, mental, emotional, physical reaction to being touched by another human being. And our bodies crave it so much. How do you know you're a healer? Probably because your body yearns for it. It yearns to touch others and to be touched by them. I know personally for myself, I have ignored and resisted my own healing. As many healers do that. We resist our own healing. Truthfully, the soul knows what it needs to repair itself. The soul knows what the body needs to repair itself. And our emotions have a severe effect on our physical bodies. How is cancer formed? Many believe that cancer is formed by our own inability to release. So we hold things in. We hold in the toxins. We hold in the trauma. We hold in the negative emotions. We hold in the darkness. We refuse to work on our shadow selves. And when we refuse to work on our shadow selves, we don't clear anything else, so the light can't shine through. Not enough. Why do we throw away opportunities? Why do we throw away things that we love? Why do we push them away? Why do we resist change? For fear of too much light or not enough. The thing is that we have all been that person. We've all played that character. The character that got hung on the cross, crucified. The character that got thrown in a dungeon or hung by a noose or burned at the stake for being a teacher, for teaching the truth, for being a conduit for the source, for allowing God, the Creator, to flow through you. To lead others to the path of salvation. For being righteous, self-righteous. We've all been that person. And probably every member of our soul group, our soul family, our guides, they've all been that person too. So as much as we know we need it, as much as the soul knows that it needs healing, it will resist the light. Fear of too much light. Fear of going up higher because we've been punished before. The thing is that the darker entities there, the punishers, you know, the draconians, the grays. I don't fear saying this because I I clear my energy. I clear my energy, I do my protection. I speak to the angels, and I am an earth angel. I am the human embodiment of love. We all can be that. I'm not saying that I don't make mistakes. I'm not saying that I'm holier than thou. I'm not, but I know that my heart is pure. I know that I care for others. I know that I have the ability to give. But I have taken on so much from my soul group, from karmic mates and experiences, and trauma bonding. I've taken on so much that I have taken on a blockage to receiving. And that's something that I personally have been working through. Another thing about that is my blockage to receiving means that I have not allowed myself to receive enough guidance and love from my soul and what it really wants me to do, which is be a healer. And I've done that in my everyday life. But the thing is that when you don't actually sign on, when you don't actually agree to the terms and condition, but you've already signed soul contracts before coming into this life, something happens to you. Something happens to your body. It aches, and you have nightmares about it, and you have dreams that are constantly unfulfilled because you're not serving your purpose on this planet, what you came here to do, what you agreed to do. And it'll slap you in the face. It'll slap you in the face constantly until you're willing to actually look at it. Until you're willing to look at yourself in the mirror. You know, these days, I don't pay attention to an actual mirror so much because people are my reflection. We are reflections for one another. So if I see something in someone else that irks me or rubs me the wrong way, grinds my gears, I see that there's something in myself that can be worked on. Today is a blue moon. It's the second full moon of the month, and it is in Libra. So that's also happening during Mercury retrograde, during Aries season, and the spring has just begun. It's all new beginnings, and there's things being brought up to the surface level to be worked on, like we talked about in my last video. And the universe is crying out for us to clearly communicate. Now, I've been sick a lot since I've come home, and I've had congestion in my throat because I'm not speaking enough of my truth or holding true to my words. Practicing what we preach, it's important to do. It's one of the most important things that we can do here is to actually follow through on what we agreed upon before coming into this life. There's certain things that you need to do. There's certain people that you need to work with. There's certain relationships that need to be experienced and follow. I don't want to say the end because I don't believe in the end, but they need to be followed through. And the thing is that, you know, we get caught up in this fear. We get caught up in this self-doubt, and when we doubt ourselves, we doubt others. When we doubt others, we're doubting ourselves. So it really just, you know, it's that never-ending cycle. It's the snake eating itself, you know. So what happens is that you can create this ripple effect with that fear, and you can create blockages with that, and those blockages stop us from flowing, from freely flowing the way that we're meant to. So So when we don't communicate with our loved ones, fear of getting hurt, fear of making a mistake, fear of failure. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder as much as failure is, so it all depends on perception. It all depends on the way you look at it. So what the universe is really asking for right now is to be honest, to be brutally honest, to say what's in your heart, to follow your heart, to listen to guidance, listen to your intuition, to focus inwardly, to take that journey inwardly, to stop burying our head in the sands and acting like things aren't just really hard right now. Like anxiety isn't riddled with most people. Like, it's not difficult from one day to the next to actually feel into yourself and what you should be doing right now. The thing about Mercury in retrograde is that everything is moving backwards. It's like it's trying to push against the grain, you know. It's like swimming upstream. Right. It's swimming upstream, and so it's hard to make decisions right now when you feel so indecisive. But the thing is that the time is now. I still stand to what I said last week, which was the present moment is all we ever really have. You know, I just want to say, I've been purging so much lately. I've been burping up so much and coughing up so much because there's things that are within me that they don't serve me any longer, and I need to release it. I need to get it out. And you can also do that on behalf of other people that just aren't willing to do that for themselves, or they just don't know how to let go. It's hard. But as soon as we let go, everything comes to us. As soon as we can actually be in allowingness and surrender to the results, because that's the thing. The future is always subject to change. So if we're constantly looking at how things are going to end up, you know, we're never going to move forward. So surrendering to the results, surrendering to the process, but doing the work anyways. And we must do the work that we signed on here to do, because the thing is that everybody has a purpose here. And your greatest purpose is to be love. Love is not outside of you. You are it. You are it. So if you're not fulfilling your true purpose being here, if you're doing somebody else's job, then you're taking up the opportunity for them to do what they came here to do. If you're doing somebody else's job, what's theirs? And that's how so many people get lost, because we're not in the correct roles that we came here for. But don't let that cripple you. What I mean by surrendering to the results is that, you know, things can change in an instant, but you're never going to know if you don't try. You have to at least try. And I know what that feeling is like sometimes, to want to just get up, walk away from your desk right now and go to some unknown destination, some place that your soul calls to, and for some reason sounds like home even though you've never been there before. I understand what that's like. I do. You know, often I just want to pick up and leave everything behind. I want to forget what my name is, what my role is in other people's lives, and just go back to the school of life. But I signed on to be a healer. I didn't sign up here to ignore everyone else on the planet that needs my help. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this video. That's why I'm reaching out to you. Because I know what I need. I need you just as much as you need me. We need each other. I didn't come to this planet to be alone. I could have gone somewhere else. But I didn't. I came here for a reason. And my reason is to find out what that reason is. So do your best to be your most authentic self, to step into your purpose. I know it can be scary sometimes, but you know, it's worth it. It's worth it to get what you really want, what your heart really desires. So anyways, I just wanted to pass that message along today. Take care of yourself during this full moon. Write on a piece of paper what you want to release. Offer it to the full moon and then set it on fire. Or throw it into the fire. Cleanse your energy, protect yourself, love yourself. Be patient, kind, and nourishing. Love and compassion. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day and night. Bye-bye.